both in the dressing room, we both I expect. Keep it clean, break straight away when told. Both watch it, heads in close, both your ball. Good.
Well, when he fought against Declan Geraghty here in September 2019, Archie Sharp produced a quite breathtaking knockout performance. How he'd love to get back to that sort of form tonight.
That'll be the target for him, won't it? And straight away he's come out as a southpaw. He's a very good switch hitter, Archie Sharp. He's in against an opponent who, there's those swings I'm talking about, straight away on the front foot. Andrade swinging with that right hand and also the left hook. So I think it's a movement game, in my opinion, with Sharp. He doesn't need to be holding his feet against an opponent like this.
Andrade had a win against Jairo Lopez just 5 weeks ago. But is he going to be classy enough to really get Sharp under pressure? Been a few rather high-profile defeats by British fighters against Mexicans over the last year or so. Surely Archie Sharp can't be another one tonight, can he? He wants to produce another knockout of the year performance contender like that win against Geraghty. Switch of trainer, going with Alan Smith for the first time here. Moving away from Richard Sawyer after his win against Jeff Ofori. And Alan's been working on his footwork, trying to smarten up his movement.
Well, he's boxing very well as a southpaw here. Andrade, he's struggling to actually cope with that southpaw style. He switches again. And again, the problem that Andrade's got is, look, he's just come square with his feet there as he's coming forward. And he wants to take Archie Sharp on, so he's willing to take a shot to land one here, Andrade.
Yeah, he's not shy at, what's a nice way of putting it, taking the mickey. Suggesting that Sharp's punches are having no effect. Well, he keeps committing himself with those big swings, and he does leave himself wide open.
Yes, he does. But, Sharp's just got to watch out here with his own guard. He's got to keep that guard up, especially when Andrade comes into punching range. Andrade fairly slow as he comes forward, swings wildly, but he carries on with the attack. Look, Sito, Sharp got to watch it. Just gets clipped as well, although he catches Andrade coming forward. But typical tough Mexican in front of him. And so committed and coming forward to land a big punch.
Well, it's a great opportunity for Andrade if he comes through this. Sharp with that high ranking. Jamal Herring is the WBO champion. Shakur Stevenson in the mix as well. They're surely going to fight at some time before too long. And Archie Sharp would be in a great position to have a fight against the winner, whoever that might wind up. Well, he's had plenty of trouble in this opening round against a game-looking Mexican. More in a moment. Welcome back to the Albert Hall, our last fight of the night. Archie Sharp here against Diego Andrade. Andrade had his moments, but how did he score it, Rich?
Well, Sharp won the round. Plenty of attacks from Andrade, but a lot of punches missing the target.
Seconds out, round 2.
Certainly the Mexican looking as though he's more than prepared to take one to give one. It's kind of a boxing cliche, isn't it, that they breed them tough in Mexico, but again and again you see fighters who prove that.
Hard men. The one thing when you're boxing a Mexican, you've got to be fit. You know, this is a 10-rounder, and Sharp should be in the condition to go those 10 rounds, because he may have to against this type of an opponent. The Mexican's very tough, durable, and they're there till the end. So it doesn't matter what skills you've got. If you haven't got the engine to take you through to that 10th round, then you could have problems.
I was here that night in 1999 when Marco Antonio Barrera fought here on a Frank Warren show.
Same here, I was here as well.
What a fighter he was.
One of Mexico's best ever.
fantastic rivalry with Eric Morales.
Yep. Yes, I read somewhere that it meant more to Barrera and Morales to win the Mexican title than it did a world title. When they're boxing each other, it just meant so much.
Yeah, they were kind of the champion of each other, weren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Has there ever been a better trilogy? I can't think so.
Good movement from Sharp there. Just gets out of that corner. So he doesn't want to be in the corners and on the ropes against this type of an opponent. So clever boxing, stay in the ring, boxing the ring space, centre of the ring. So you've got a full range of movement. When you get back to those ropes or in the corners, that's when your movement's restricted, and that's when you invite the pressure.
Full range of facial expressions from Andrade. How off-putting is it as a fighter when somebody is doing that right in front of you?
Well, it can be off-putting if you allow it to creep into your game, but I was always taught just to look him in the eyes, and no matter what expressions they give. But looking a boxer in the eyes as you're fighting him is what you have to do, because the eyes tell you everything. Tells you when the opponent's hurt, when he's about to make an attack. You know, so you can see some boxers looking at the chest or looking at the gloves, and I always try and tell boxers, look them straight in the eyes. That the eyes tell you everything.
You can see, I think that is precisely what Archie Sharp is doing here. Under pressure, takes a good right hand.
Well, the notes I made before this contest with Sharp is he's got that movement there, in and out. He's got to keep the feet moving. You cannot afford to hold your feet against this type of an opponent. That was better there from Sharp on the back foot. You hold your feet, you bring him into it. It's quite simple.
Few punches after the bell. Naughty, naughty. Archie for Archie Sharp. A few punches after the bell, and Sharp just being told by Alan Smith just to sharpen his work up.
Yeah, I think it's a fair comment.
Round 3.
Close round, that last one.
Yeah, it could have even been, I give it an even round. But towards the end of the round, Sharp showed you what he should be doing. The movement was better. You've got to make this guy miss, make him come over the front foot, hit him and then move. And this is when he's boxing as a southpaw. There's the mistake he's going to make. As he's coming forward, his right leg comes round and he comes square on to Archie Sharp. When Archie Sharp is boxing as a southpaw, when he does that, he can bring him on to a shot. When that rear leg of Andrade comes round.
Look at the record of Andrade. He has actually given 4 unbeaten fighters their first defeat. Not saying that's going to happen again, but shows what can take place. Another of those big speculative swings.
Yeah, his record is deceiving. I mean, he's only got 1 knockout in the 12 wins that he's got, Andrade. But you've got to remember, he's probably been matched tough against other Mexicans, boxers who take good shots. So it looks like he can't punch, but you know, he doesn't look, from what we're seeing, doesn't look like a light puncher, does he? The way he's swinging away.
And he certainly looks like somebody who can take a shot. He took a good left hand from Sharp there in that last exchange. Just blinked and kept coming. And that's what we want to see. Sharp, crowd favourite, good ticket seller. But I know fans at home want to see level fights, and they like to see a guy put under real pressure. Is Andrade going to be able to do that?
Again, example of just Andrade just struggling with Sharp's movement there. Good movement from Sharp, side to side, circling the ring. Difficult for Andrade to pin him down with a shot. He wants Sharp to stand still, trade with him.
Valentin Rocker, the trainer of Andrade, urging his man to come forward, keep coming forward, put the pressure on. Well, yep, maybe that's a good theory, that's more like it. But Andrade is the one taking the counter shots. Well, the last round was close, but Sharp surely doing enough for that one, Richie.
Yeah, gets his nose in front there to Sharp, wins the round.
No, not at all. No, not at all. Got a little mark. Bit of a huh? So you're going too low. You're getting drawn in a little bit, okay? If you switch southpaw, chuck that back up, which is your honey punch shot, or bring it up.
Yeah.
And when you go orthodox, use your jab to keep him off. It works well. Hold the centre. He doesn't like being pushed back a little bit. You ain't got a war with him, but mid-range and long range is where you need to be. Set him up a little bit. Set him up. Good job. Okay? He's only dangerous when you're on the rope.
Yeah, swings in there.
Yeah. That's right. Right? Stay there. Stay there. Once you switch, chuck that back up. And you go back again.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Alan Smith with the advice. Incidentally, I opened a bit of a can of worms with the trilogy description, and Morales and Barrera. One or two people have texted me and tweeted me saying, what about Ward and Gatti?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, tremendous fights.
Wasn't bad, was it?
No, not at all. Just going back to the corner there, totally agreed with Alan Smith. I think he's creating more problems for Andrade when he's a southpaw. There's a little, just that increase of distance with that right hand from Andrade. He's got to travel a little bit further to the target. The front feet obviously clash as well, and he's just finding Sharp awkward as a southpaw, and that Sharp can then draw the mistakes from Andrade, like we spoke about the feet coming square. So when he is a southpaw, I think he's boxing better, and Andrade is struggling.
Good body shot from Andrade, but the nice left-hand counter from Sharp. Sharp was due to have fought not so far back, got cancelled that particular fight. It let him be at the birth of his third kid, which was rather nice. Good compensation. Saw the arrival of little Pearl.
Yeah, we'll forgive him for that, eh? We'll forgive him for missing that contest. Good work from Sharp again. When he gets out of trouble, back on the centre. That's better boxing. Andrade is not coping with that movement.
Well, I think Howard Foster might have a couple of things to say about that. Watch your head, and at the same time to Andrade, watch pulling him on. Sharp boxing nicely now. Oh, hello. He's saying, come on, have a shot, let's have a war.
Yeah, that's what he wants. He wants him to stand and trade, so backing up into a corner saying, come on, let's have it then. So we just got to keep it at range, don't fall in. Oh, better though.
Sharp is only too happy to oblige and says, you want a macho man fight, then that's what you're going to get. Richie?
Well, Andrade showing clear signs that he's getting frustrated, so he's walking back into the corner. He's goading Archie Sharp. He wants him to stand and fight. So the tactics are working from Sharp. He's frustrating Andrade. Just got to keep doing what he's doing and box him at range.
That's how Richie got it. Howard Foster, incidentally, the referee, during that little break, went to each corner and said, let's have no more of that. Not sure the crowd would agree. I think they rather enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a mental, it's a physical test, it's a mental test and a physical test, this contest. Good work, Archie Sharp, that was nice.
Andrade suggesting you can land on me, you can hit me, but it has absolutely no effect. And he's inviting him in again. Well, Kidology is all very well, but you need to land punches of your own.
Yeah, exactly. But like I say, it's the frustration from Andrade. It's plain to see now. He's trying everything to get him to come in, to stand and trade. Sharp, he's clever. He's hitting and he's moving, not being drawn in.
Well, when you've got a fighter like this, why would you? And I don't doubt that Alan Smith told him, let's not even think about getting into that sort of fight.
Because you bring... Oh!
Now that, I think, will lose him a point.
Yeah, definitely.
You ain't going to be able to do that, and Andrade's making the most of it.
No, you can't do that. And there'll be a point deducted here.
He will get the riot act.
Listen to me. Do that again, I'm kicking you out. Do not do that, you understand? You understand? I've warned you a few things now, you heard? And that was very dangerous. If you'd have hit his son, you would have been out, you'd have lost by this scoop. Okay, wait there, wait there.
Do it again and I'll throw you out. Well, I must say, I'm staggered that he's not taking a point away from him.
Howard Foster's been very lenient there, to say the least.
You heard him say it's outrageous. Yeah, it is, but it's also illegal. I think there's a little touch of payback time there, and Howard Foster knows it, and now Andrade knows it.
In these situations, John, you've got to keep your cool. Archie Sharp is beating him at range, and that's what he's got to stick to. Don't get drawn into a slugfest fight. That's what he wants, Andrade, and he'll do everything for that to happen.
Getting a bit spicy, though.
Well, yeah, it is, but
I think a lot of neutrals are going to be saying, yeah, well, why not?
It's got to stay legal, though, hasn't it?
Good body shot from Andrade, that was. I thudded home, that left hand. The only question here is, can he drag Sharp into his sort of fight?
Yeah. Well, good tactics as well from Andrade, targeting the body of the mover. Remember, Sharp is the moving boxer, good on his feet. Hit the body, slow the feet down.
Howard Foster's a busy man here, caught by a good left hand.
I mean, Sharp, I'd be very disappointed if I was in that corner and he'll get read the riot attack by Alan Smith, I'm sure, because he's just giving shots away. He's being dragged in, he's holding his feet, and took a couple of silly shots there. Shouldn't be there, John.
Well, he's kind of said in advance, I want a knockout of the year to emulate that I had against Declan Geraghty. You know, and this guy's a tough, resilient fighter who just wants him to deliver that sort of an attack. And he's playing into his hands at the moment. Has Andrade done enough to win this round?
Yeah, I think he has.
Really messy.
I'm going to give you the bollock. What are you doing?
I'm
You're getting squatty fight. And you're putting your chin out. We've worked ages in the gym. It's so basic. Stay orthodox in this round. Just for one round, with the water pole, please. Thank you. So stay orthodox this round. Look at me. Just the jab works, the right and the left hook, and then you're getting involved and into all his antics. You give him 1 round at a 5. Yeah. That's all you give him. Stay orthodox. Jab, right hand, left hook, left to the body. You don't need to be that close. You're twice his size. High low, right and left hook. Yeah? I want a whole round orthodox. I promise you. Yeah?
Well, it's just exactly as you've said it there, Richie. Exactly.
Yeah, you can read it the way I'm reading it. When he's holding his feet, he's getting caught with silly shots. He's taking too many risks. I mean, look at that first shot there. It's a belting shot from Andrade. He wins the round, but Sharp has given it to him, really.
Well, Archie Sharp's been told, come on, get back to your boxing. get back to what we've been working on in the gym, and you'll be okay. Carry on as you are doing, and there could be trouble ahead.
Yeah, he's got to get back to using his jab. 2 shots maximum, and then move. He's got the beat in this kid, but like we've said, he's just going to keep coming. The Mexicans are strong, but that will give Andrade a bit of encouragement now. He's won around there.
And that left hand that he caught Sharp with, I mean, that was a serious punch.
Yeah.
Well, Sharp getting the plaudits from his corner for that. In and out. Archie Sharp's completed 10 rounds on 4 occasions. That's a nice lead right hand.
Got to get back to using the jab, though, John. Keep the guy off, keep his opponent off balance. Gets it back to the centre of the ring. Gets it punch at mid and long range. He's got to concentrate. To do that effectively, you have to be you have to concentrate.
Yeah, and he wants to be compared against elite level fighters like Herring, like Stevenson, and to compete with them, you need to be absolutely on your game.
Yeah. Well, them elite level fighters, they do concentrate and they do keep their opponent at bay, and they are accurate.
Ask Carl Frampton.
Yeah, exactly. You know. And Andrade, for his strength, he's coming forward, but he's fairly predictable. There's not a lot of head movement, so it's a slow-moving target coming forward. You should be able to hit him and then move off to the side. You just got to be strong mentally and physically against this type of opponent.
Still swinging away optimistically. That's a quality body shot by way of reply from Sharp. Sharp's fans slightly subdued, though, at what they're seeing here. That's better, though, using good defensive skills. And despite Andrade finishing on the front foot and giving a couple of well-chosen observations as he went back to the corner, that was better from Sharp.
Yeah, it was a better round from Sharp. I think Andrade finished the round better, but for me, Sharp wins it.
It was so much more simple when you keep it basic from the centre. Keep orthodox, 1, 2, 3, then get out. Don't go too low because you're going to get caught on the way up.
Yeah.
Stay orthodox, trust me. With your southpaw, you're just getting caught with, you're getting caught with 22 shots. If you jockey up and down the body, up and down, then right and left hook, and then just move your way out, look for your exit on that corner.
Yeah.
So that's your best round, but you can't keep switching. What round's this, 7?
Going to 7 at me.
Oh, round 7. So,
Corners, 10 seconds.
so when you're making Mitchell making pain, do a pitch out. Let's go. Come on.
Seconds out. Round 7.
4 rounds to go, and Richie's got it Sharp by 3. And you heard very clearly from Alan Smith there, follow my instructions, do what we've been training, and you can make this easy.
You know, what he's got to be doing also, John, is punch straight. Concentrate on straight punches. If you look at Andrade, with the way he punches, it's all swings. It's mainly bent arm. He throws them from a far out distance. There you go, typical jab, straight down the pipe. Great shot, nice long range work.
I know you're
Sharp, that's what he's got to do.
And you're not always a fan of switch hitting, and we heard quite clearly there Alan Smith saying to Archie Sharp, keep it orthodox.
Keep it orthodox. But earlier on in the fight, he was drawing more mistakes when he was southpaw. But maybe they're feeling now that he's getting caught with the odd right hand. He's holding his feet when he's switching also. And that's just bringing Andrade into it. So what I think Alan Smith wants now is the hit and the move style. But he's got to keep the punches straight. He can't afford, he just made a mistake there, but bent arm work and through the middle with that uppercut. He misses the target, falls in, You've got to concentrate on straight shots, hit and you move.
It's another good jab. Invites Sharp in, this time Sharp not taking the bait. Andrade getting increasingly frustrated here. It's a little while since he's landed anything of note.
That's why the shots, John, have to be accurate for Archie Sharp. They have to hit the target. If they miss, he falls in. And again, that's what Andrade will want and hope. You see, that's better boxing from Sharp.
It's a decent body shot from Andrade, left hand. Only that one stoppage win the Mexican's ever had, though. Does he have the power to turn this one around? Frankly, at the moment, it doesn't look as though he does. Wild swings and one after the bell. And you heard Howard Foster saying no more.
Necesita meterlo más a las esquinas, que no se le pele. En cuanto lo abrace, usted métale golpe.
Tranquilo, tranquilo. Hondo. No tenés que perder la cabeza.
Hard to see how he's going to turn this one around, Richie.
Yeah, I mean, again, a touch of frustration at the end of the round there. He knows what he's doing, just on the bell. You know, he could have pulled out, thrown that shot. It's so frustrating. Oh, there's a cut on Archie Sharp. Is that on the eyelid? If it is, then that's a bad position.
It is on the eyelid.
Oh, look at that. Now he's got to protect that cut. He can't afford to stand in trade now. He must hit and move and concentrate on long-range work.
Well, I wonder how that came. I've not seen any clash of heads. I'm pretty sure that must have been done by a punch. Whatever, it's a source of concern, and he's got to nurse his way through the last 3 rounds. Andrade might just take a little bit of heart by that, because he'll know that his man has been cut and injured.
Yeah, you've got to protect that cut now. I think it was on the left eye, wasn't it? The left eyelid.
Yeah, it is.
So he may occasionally switch to southpaw.
Straight away has.
And just make that eye just a little bit further away. And it'll be harder to catch with the right hand, especially if he's moving away from Andrade. If he's going forward as a southpaw, then you can always walk onto the right hand. But if he's southpaw moving away, then he's harder to catch.
Andrade urged on by his corner. They want to see him keep the pressure on here. You still give that last round to Sharp?
Yeah, I thought Sharp won the round.
So you've got him well clear. Yeah. He's really got to unravel spectacularly if Andrade's going to win it.
He's not winning the first half of this round, though. I think Andrade's done the better work.
Targeting that left eye. See him winging in the right hooks. Assuming the fight goes to the end of this round, we'll try and show you a replay at the end of this as to how that injury happened, and indications are that it was caused by a punch, Richie.
Well, I hope it wasn't that last shot, it was just after the belt.
And again, Howard Foster being forced to tell them to tidy it up. It's better from Andrade again.
Yeah, targeting the body.
Sharp once more just being dragged into the Mexican's fight.
Well, just holding his feet again. You know, the movement stops. As soon as he holds his feet, Sharp, then he brings Andrade into it. Andrade's got an easier target to hit, a static target. And again, look at Sharp. He's worried about that cut.
I think he was worried that his other eye had gone. There's been a clash of heads, I think, and he's giving Andrade time. Oh dear me, the other side's badly cut now. Was that a clash of heads that caused that? Not sure about that. But he's now got injuries to both eyes, Archie Sharp.
That did look like a clash of heads when they came together.
Yeah, I thought so. And again, complaints by Andrade that he's been the recipient of another headbutt. That's a nasty one.
Oh, that's a bad one. Again, is that on the eyelid?
So, stop acting like bravado. Go back to your boxing. Yeah?
Perfect.
Oh,
nasty.
Now, here's how the first injury came. This is the first one. Midway through the round.
Oh, yeah, slicing shot, wasn't it?
And this, we think, is how the real bad injury towards the end came. Was it there?
Yeah, I think you just see it.
Heads. Yes, it was.
Straight away, Sharp reacts. He knows he's been caught. That's rather the head clash. And that's a nasty clash indeed. Nasty cut, blood running into the eye. They've got to stop that.
Well, they've still got a couple of rounds to get through. Sharp's ahead, and if he lasts the distance, hard to see that he loses this one. But my goodness, one guy here looks as though he's been for a jog round the block. The other guy, well, he's looking as though he's been in a real fight.
Well, as a boxer, this is what they call fight management now. Boxing to tactics, listening to the corner. And no matter what happens, you don't change those tactics. You box at range, you protect the cuts, don't get dragged in.
Yeah, analysing this afterwards, would you be saying, Richie, look, you know, don't listen to us, and you get into the other guy's fights, and look what happens.
Well, that's it. He's been dragged in here and there, and he's brought his opponent into the contest by holding his feet and getting dragged in. But you've got to give credit as well to Andrade. He's coming forward all the time. He's a tough kid. He's taking big shots from Sharp, and he just keeps coming.
And he's winning this round as well so far. You can take the last two rounds, who knows? Blood starting to be visible once again on the face of Archie Sharp. That gash by the right eye is an ugly one. Nothing significant being thrown by Sharp now. Just trying to keep away and keep Andrade away. Having said that, that's a good right hand.
Lovely right hand. Straight back on the outside as well. Starting to be a lot more accurate with that right hand, Archie Sharp, in this round.
Well, he needed a decent round to stop Andrade. There was a little bit of a sense in that last round that there was a turning of the tide.
Yeah, that's better boxing. Don't get dragged in. That's why he went in that corner, Andrade. He wants Sharp to come and trade with him, stand there, but Archie Sharp thought, yeah, no, I'm not having that. I'll stay on the outside. He's learnt his lesson.
Well, just one round to go after this, and it'll be, well, interesting to hear what Alan Smith has to say as Andrade finishes it very strongly. But Sharp, for me, has done enough to win that one, dodging away behind the referee to the amusement of all, surely taking that round. Let's listen in.
Keep still. You close that. No, let go, Ed, let go. Keep still. Stay orthodox. It's yours to chop away. You got, listen, 100, give me some water, Paul. You've got 180 seconds, hold it near it. You've got 180 seconds. Do you understand?
Last round, Archie, touch you all nice and clean.
I've got it. You've got 180 seconds.
Yeah.
Stay orthodox, up and down the body. He's going to swing like mad.
Yeah.
You right? You can win this one, just do a jab.
Yeah, I'll win this.
Take that away.
That's right, I've got it messy, a bit of a...
Yeah, but look, you're
I
trying...
feel fit, I feel room rusty.
That's right, hold on.
But I feel right.
Keep still, keep still.
10 seconds.
Eddie? Look at me, look at me. Look at me.
Seconds out. 10th and final round.
Well, grease daubed over the eye of Archie Sharp. Referee not asking it to be wiped away, as you sometimes see. The action underway once more, and on Richie's card, Sharp is home and dry unless he gets put down or stopped in this round.
And like Alan Smith said, you know, Andrade is going to come out swinging. He's going to throw everything. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at Archie Sharp. So it's all about just controlling him with the jab and long range again, and movement. We've said it all the fight. Hit and move, don't get dragged in. Just for one more round, and he will be home and dry. And he'll learn from this contest, because it has been tricky here and there against a really strong opponent, and having that psychologically he's had to deal with having the cuts through the contest. So yeah, this is a big good learning fight for him.
Andrade, such a strong man, so game, he'll keep on swinging here. And Sharp's been the boss of this last round so far. Not really a performance, though, to send shockwaves to the highest level.
No.
It's a good left hand. Crowd responding to that.
Remember, he's been out the ring 11 months, Archie Sharp.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I think at times it's probably shown tonight. And now he's going to be out for a while with those cuts. They've got to heal. But you can see he's got lots of talent. But he's got to keep busy.
Dug in a really purposeful left to the body of Andrade there. But yet again, for the upteenth time, seemingly had no effect whatsoever for the Mexican.
Nice work, good left hook from Sharp there.
"30 seconds to go in our last fight of the night."
He probably needs to box like this earlier on in the contest in terms of the urgency to hit and to move and to box to tactics. He's held his feet too long in periods in the contest, Archie Sharp.
That nonsense about getting dragged into the macho man type fight, you know, he really didn't need that. And I think he'll be a few plain truths explained by Alan Smith when they come to analyse it. Bravery from Andrade, both raised their arms, but surely Archie Sharp has done enough.
Yeah, he has. I thought he won that last round also. Like I said, he's two nasty cuts, and he's had to deal with that mentally as well, and boxing to tactics, and he's boxed a lot better probably since the cuts in terms of sticking to tactics, but throughout the contest then he's just drifted and got dragged in to a bit of a war here and there. But for me, he's won it clearly. It's a good learning fight for him. The downside to it is he's going to be out of the ring for a while now, because those cuts are going to have to heal, and that's what he doesn't need. This lad, he needs contests. He'll perform better and better the more regular he boxes, and that's what he needs. So that's the downside to it.
Looking back on the scorecard, I think there's not too much of an argument that Andrade took more than maybe 3 rounds on the card, 3, 4 at most.
Maybe, and one even, you know, here and there. But yeah, I mean, great effort from Andrade. But just because he's coming forward, swinging, then a lot of those punches were missing the target. But a good opponent for Archie Sharp. And the point we made earlier, John, you've got to be fit against this type of opponent because they just keep coming.
Well, he certainly did that. And I think he has played a big part in making that a really entertaining last fight and testing Archie Sharp very, very strongly. And he's now getting well-deserved applause from the crowd. If he's not won it, he's certainly played his part. And Archie Sharp likewise applauding Andrade. And now we just wait for the verdict. The cards are being totted up, and it's taking a little bit of time for them to come. Robert Smith, Secretary of the British Boxing Board of Control, I think is handing over the prized deliberations to Thomas Treiber right now, and we can get the result in a moment. Anxious times always for the fighters as they wait for this. Thomas Treiber is poised, the score sheet has been tallied, so here it is. Who's won?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Marcus McDonald scores it 99-93, and both judges, Vence Kovac and Manuel Oliver Palomo, are in agreement. They score it the same, 97-93, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And now the WBO Global Super Featherweight Champion, Archie Sharpshooter Sharp.
Andrade disappointed, smiles a little bit ruefully.